I expect a good, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. You must obey my commands. Your trunks are perfect. All the punches above the line. Touch him up. Good luck. Buena suerte.
The size difference is evident between Kelvin Davis and Vесь Solano. 5.5-inch reach advantage and 7 inches in height in favor of Kelvin Davis. But the heart of Vесь Solano, you can't measure that. He said, I've been sparring tall southpaws, Christic Balzadou and Aram Americanyan. I'm ready. Let's see just how ready Solano is.
Look, height only means something if you use it. No, I'm expecting Davis to use his height tonight. Solano was a smaller. Too. Yeah, battle of the southpaws. Close stance battle. You know, southpaws are used. So you see that pullback right there. He's used to that. Taller fighters are used to pulling back like that. But when you get a guy that has quick feet, small, like Solano, if he can time it right, he's going to be able to catch him as he's pulling straight back with the right hook.
Hammering right hand from Davis, though, early on here in the fight. Solano took it well.
Yeah, Solano now just taking a step back right now. He don't like what he saw. You know, he was pressing forward. He's like, you know what? Let me try to come in a different way. Let me be patient. Good left hand straight down the middle from Davis. Getting off to a quick start. He's already found the timing and the rhythm of Solano.
Look, anything that Davis does is going to get the crowd going.
Yeah, but Davis got to be cautious right now. What Solano's doing, he's trying to set a trap right now. He's using the ropes right now. He's going to try to spring off the ropes and catch Davis on his way in. He's waiting on him to throw a punch from a little bit too close. That jab.
And get lazy with it.
Something. Looking for a mistake. He's using experience right now. So he's using the old school tactic. Instead of coming at the taller opposition, you force him to come towards you. You look for him to make a mistake. He's playing defense. He's playing possum. Let him get comfortable.
Nice body shot there from Solano. Just a straight shot to the solar plexus.
Yeah, Davis just got to stay behind his jab and stay long. Keep the fight on the outside. It'll be easy work for him in this first round. He'll win this first round.
Good feint there from Davis. Got Solano to bite and landed a quick shot.
The looping shots over the top is what I'm looking for. You see Solano right now just going with straight punches right now. I'm looking for that looping left hand. He is a natural right-hander, so he does have a right hook as well.
So explain to us, when you're naturally the opposite hand of what you're fighting, why is that dangerous?
Well, it's dangerous because his lead hand is tough. His lead hand is strong, and his backhand. So most fighters, they put their strong hand behind them. Andre Ward was a left-hander, and he put his strong hand in front.
10 seconds.
That way he can have a great jab, a strong jab. See, that's the shot I was talking about right there, that looping right hand, that looping left hand.
Tonight, for the 6th time in their pro careers, brothers Kelvin and Keyshawn Davis are fighting on the same card. Kelvin says that the two are inseparable when they're training, and they got big goals in mind.
Me and my brothers, we train all year round, like consistently, non-stop, just to get each other better and elevate our games together. We push each other every day, outside the camp and inside the camp, so we can all be great at the end of the day. We push each other, don't nothing come between us, and we trying to take it to as far as we can. There's no ceiling on where we can take it. We're gonna take it as far as we can. Me and Keyshawn are hoping to show that we belong in this sport and that DB3 is here to stay. So tune in, I'm bringing that excitement, I'm bringing that power, you know what I'm saying? And I'm knocking these guys out, and I don't plan on stopping.
7 knockout victories for Kelvin Davis. He's in the ring. Keyshawn Davis is in the back getting final instructions from the referee, and you could see the focus of Keyshawn because he's got business to tend to tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, there comes a point where you love your brothers and you just want to support them, but at the same time, he's gonna have to lock in and get focused on his fight.
Tonight's main event features Keyshawn Davis against Gustavo Lemus, who came in 6.4 pounds overweight. They negotiated a day of weight of 145. He came in 144.6. He only gained 3.2 pounds overnight. We'll see how detrimental that was to the Argentine or how much of advantage it gives him over Keyshawn Davis, who came in under the lightweight limit. For now, it's Keon Davis, the eldest of the Davis brothers, taking on Vесь Solano.
Again, Solano doing the same thing, just trying to set a trap. He's trying to force Davis. He's trying to force him to punch. He's trying to force him to take risk. Right now, Davis is being smart, staying behind his jab and not taking the bait. See, this is a veteran tactic right here. He knows that the young gun's he's gonna get anxious. That's what he's waiting on. He's waiting on him to get anxious. Big shot right there. Both guys exchanged left hands simultaneously. Neither man seemed to be hurt by that shot. But again, I like the patience from Davis, taking his time. He's not taking the bait. Again, see, he's looking for that big shot. Again, Davis staying long, staying on the outside, and not giving up his reach or height.
There you see that shot you've been talking about, Tim, that he's trying to set up Davis to make a mistake.
It's the only way he's going to be able to compete with Davis.
Because he's not willing to use his head movement and waist movement to get on the inside. He's waiting on Davis.
Yes, he is. He's waiting on him to make a mistake. And he got 8 rounds to work. It's the second round right now. Again, he wants Davis to get over inches. You know, the crowd started to get stale. That does something to a fighter. If you don't keep your head, if you don't follow the game plan, you can run into trouble. Good uppercut.
There you see Davis trying to tee off here at the end of round 2. Solano lands one shot of his own.
5 seconds.
Up next, here on Top Rank Boxing on ESPN Plus, Abdullah Mason, who's with Mark Kriegel.
Abdullah, you recently declared a goal, Prospect of the Year. How do you make that happen this evening?
Do what I did all year. Just make sure I finish that off the way everybody enjoyed.
You're talking about 5 knockouts in a single year. Wouldn't be a bad way to go.
Great way to go.
Hey, listen, you know, this is about the Davis brothers tonight, but I can see a night in the not too distant future where it's about the Mason brothers. Does that appeal to you?
Absolutely. You know, I'm always with my brothers. You know, they're training.
Where would that be? I'm sorry.
It takes.
Where would that be, in Cleveland?
That'd be in Cleveland, for sure. Got to be. We love Cleveland.
Hey, man, I look forward to that. Back to you, fellas.
All right, thank you very much, Mark. And obviously, Tim, there's
the Mason 5. I beat you to it, man. That's so
Take
cool, man. Yeah, that is so cool to see them, man. Great looking family, very respectful group of men.
And you know, Mark, I mean, Tim, the beauty here is we talked about Keyshawn being the middle child. Abdullah's in the middle of this group too, and they're the ones leading the way, bringing up the rest of their brothers. That's amazing.
Guess who else is the middle child?
Me.
The middle child. I'm telling you, the middle child is the bomb.
The eldest son. I go for the big boys.
Yeah.
We're built different.
The middle child is built different.
Attention seeking. That's why you always want attention.
Yep, exactly. You're exactly right. You know what? Solano's going to have to make a choice. I mean, he's lost the first 2 rounds. You know, only has, 5 rounds to go, this round including those 5 rounds. Again, he knows he can't beat him punch for punch, so he's just looking for one shot. He's looking to get lucky with one shot right now, trying to go home safe. If he doesn't get that shot, he's not going to be mad about it. He knows what he's here to do. However, I'm going to see if Davis, is he going to take his time, or is he going to try to step on the gas and make him fight?
He just stopped for a minute.
I'm
Like, are we
telling
going to
you.
fight or what?
I'm telling you again.
The quick 1-2 from Kelvin Davis. Solano trying to find an opening. But Davis staying defensively responsible.
Yes, he is.
Staying long. Doing everything he's supposed to do.
Again, he could just get on that jab a little bit more. You know, start committing with that jab, controlling that space in between. And then once Davis starts to find his range, then he'll know how far he needs to go back. But he got to get on that stick first. I mean, he can start probing a little bit, find that range at which he knows that he can either pull counter or take a half a step back and be able to come back in and counter Solano. But Solano right now is goofing off. He's looking for, again, I'm telling you, he's looking to get Davis over inches.
Yeah, what's the best way to get a hometown fighter over anxious? Get the crowd.
Get the crowd.
Against him.
Exactly.
Demanding something happening in the ring, and that's when you make mistakes.
It's clever. I mean, if he can pull it off, it'll be clever. But if he doesn't, I mean, he gonna look silly moving around the ring like this and not fighting.
Okay.
10 segundos, 10 seconds.
Another round in the books for Kelvin Davis.
Oh, big shot.
Time! All good, man.
All right, the weight of Gustavo Lemos has been a talking point. He came in 6.4 pounds over the lightweight limit, 141.4. This morning, he gained 3.2 pounds only. And since this morning, he's gained 10.8 pounds for a total of 155.4.
Oh my God.
That's 14 pounds since the weigh-in.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4 weight classes tonight. Think about that. This is the dangerous proposition, I'm telling you. 155 pounds. How many pounds you think that Keyshawn gained?
Probably gained like 12, 13
7,
maybe.
5 to 7 pounds. 5 to 7 pounds. This is the dangerous proposition tonight. You know what? I'm going to tell you right now. Extra credit. Have you believe in extra credit? Yeah. I do. Because if Keyshawn pulls this off, and if he pulls this off in tremendous fashion, he's getting extra credit for this victory from me. Because I know how dangerous this fight is and how dangerous this man is he's facing tonight.
You're talking about a 135-pounder against a junior middleweight.
Yes.
And above the junior middleweight division by 1.4 pounds. So you're talking about the size disparity. We're going to see, we saw it in the press conference, how big Lemos looked, and now we're going to see it in the ring tonight.
Did you see his face right there?
Yeah.
You remember him in the fighter meetings, right? Sucked in, chubby cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
He's been snacking.
Don't call me like that. Don't talk about that. All right, round 4 of a scheduled 8-round fight. Kelvin Davis against Vесь Solano. Part 2 of the DB3 fight drama we call Top Rank Boxing on ESPN+. So far, though, this is Solano unwilling to engage with Kelvin Davis.
See, Kelvin's starting to march forward now. But see, there's opportunities, but Kelvin has to see them. So when he does get Solano to throw, there's openings. Anytime your hands leave your face, there's openings. And Kelvin has to anticipate that. When he has this man coming forward trying to attack, he has to set up counters. You got to lure him in. Take advantage of those moments. But as long as he plays defense like this, it's going to be tough to crack that code. Again, another opportunity missed right there. Another opportunity missed right there to counter. He stepped back out of range. He got those long arms. He needs to use them. He has an opportunity to counter. He does. There was an attempt right there from him. Good combination right there along the ropes. Great adjustment going to the head and also to the body, switching things up. He was able to create an opening with that level changing attack. See, when you go way too far, you don't put yourself at the right range or right distance to be able to counter your opposition. It's something that, again, Calvin has to learn. That's that left hand he's looking for. Solano.
Trying to lull Davis.
Yeah, he is. He's trying to lull him in. Yep. But see, the feints, you get on those feints, you get on your jab, and again, you exit when you need to. The right distance. Once you get it down,
10 seconds. 10 seconds.
then you can counter.
Oh, there it is. Kelvin Davis going to work here. Just one shot that was clean, but that's all he needed to get him going and to get the crowd into it.
That's what I'm talking about right there. That's exactly what I thought. He went out far enough, made that shot miss. Boom. Attack with a counter. That's what you saw right there.
You can get him out of there
Let's
with
listen
that.
to Tomac.
You can get him out of there with that. Okay? All right?
Here he is. Got him in the corner right there. Feint, two. Boom. Caught him as he was throwing a punch. He was throwing the left hand. Kelvin came right down the middle with his left hand. Boom. Set up off the double jab. Double jab. Double jab. Came right behind it. Excellent combination, especially along the ropes when you have your man standing straight up along those ropes. You see the knees buckle a little bit, but you see the recovery powers or the recuperative powers coming from Solano right there.
Hey, push
He know where he
He
is.
ain't even tired. Push yourself. You can push yourself to the limit so you can push his ass.
That's trainer of the year, Brian Bomac McIntyre, from down on the apron talking and giving instructions to Kelvin Davis.
See, if he would have stepped back, he wouldn't have been able to land that counter off those two jabs attempts.
And he told us, look, I like seeing eye to eye with my opponents because I'm usually a taller guy. This guy being short, there's only one plan, and that's to get inside and bring the fight to him. And that's what he's finally able to do here as he starts to cut off the ring. It took him a while to figure it out, Tim, but it looks like he has the range figured out against Solano.
Took him a while. Definitely took him a while. Again, he knew what he was trying to do. And again, he has a smart corner. And you see that home run shot right there, attempt from Solano. Solano's not going to stop attempting to land that shot. And Calvin would be a fool if he gets hit with something crazy like that. If he gets too relaxed and too overconfident inside the ring. Again, take his time, come behind the jab, and set up your counters. Once you get him committing with offense, he's open, he's exposed. Let your hands go. Right here, that dead space on that jab, on that jab, on that jab. You start letting that jab go, he's gonna eventually fire back, and when he does, you gotta have a trap for him. Set some offense up on him. As far as for Solano goes, he's going to have to get busy with offense. He's losing this fight. I mean, come on. He has a couple more rounds to go, but he's losing this fight.
Hey, good thing we didn't waste our money for CompuBox for this fight because Solano's doing very little.
Yeah, he's trying to go home. He's trying to go home unscathed. He must got an event after this or something.
He's got a job he's got to go to. He works at a sheet metal shop with his father-in-law, so he got to go to work on Monday.
That's what it is. He's not trying to go with his face bruised up. Good shot. He's a little bit off balance. Yeah, good off balance.
That's a good combination there from Davis. He's starting to find his range, starting to find the right way to attack the defensive mindset and posture of Solano.
So what Davis is doing now, he's letting those combinations go because only one shot is coming back. Only one counter. So if he can elude that, if he let his combinations fly, those combinations probably, ooh, nice body shot right there. Getting a little bit more aggressive. Again, Davis got to be careful. Solano got heavy hands, man, and all he has to do is land that one. Over the top where he doesn't see it, but those combinations right there is keeping him occupied, one. Two, when he's only doing single counters, something is getting in from Davis.
10 segundos, 10 seconds.
Ooh, that's a nice left hand on the temple. And once again,
Nice setup.
Yes, Solano has his
Beautiful
legs
setup.
shaken
I
up.
like that.
Good finish there
Hey.
from Kelvin Davis to round
You
5.
see it? You see it? Yeah, but it got, hey,
Love this sequence along the ropes right here. Off that jab, coming right back again. Single counters coming from Solano. You saw that jab. Davis was able to see that jab coming. He knew he was going to jab, and he came right over the top with the left hand. Shook him up a bit. Shook him up.
You know who used to shake up offenses? Bruce Smith. Norfolk's own, one of the most dominant defensive players ever.
Wow.
The NFL's all-time sack leader with 219 sacks in 1990. You can see they're saying Bruce. They're not booing like when they saw you, Tim. That's different. That is different. He was the #1 overall pick in 1985. I mean, that man was scary.
Bad boy. You see that head, too?
Ooh, that, you're like, I like that.
No, I'm just saying.
And he had a helmet on that, though. I think yours was still harder, even with the helmet. All right, round 6 of a scheduled 8-round fight. And the talent that Norfolk has produced athletically is all out here in force. Bruce Smith, Michael Vick. We saw some visitors, too. Jared Anderson in the house from Ohio. We saw Terrence Bud Crawford, Shakur Stevenson. And there's Keyshawn Davis, ESPN's #6 lightweight, but #3 in 3 of the sanctioning bodies. He is in a WBO title eliminator tonight against Gustavo Lemos. A win gets him closer to a title shot against Dennis Berenchek. The man who's coming off of the win over Emmanuel Navarrete.
Davis' shoulder. Nice inside slip right there. Just nice little roll on the inside. He let that hit him right in the back. That's going to be sore tomorrow.
Continues to walk backward with very little offense. He's looking for one big pot shot.
Yeah, but
Davis.
but it's not hasn't worked yet.
No, and it's
you're
not
behind.
gonna work.
I mean, you got to come forward. You know, you got to change. You got to adjust the strategy. He's okay and comfortable just cruising right now and losing this match. But he got to come forward, man, and take chances if he wants to win this fight. And as I'm saying it, he's doing it. Again, in the inside, this is exactly where he should have been a few rounds ago on the inside.
At some point, you got to sell out and try to win this fight.
See, from the second round, he should have been. In the second round. You know, when things are, you try that first round, maybe 2, but then you got to start turning it up. You got to adjust. And you don't need a corner to make you adjust. Solano got enough experience to know what he has to do to win rounds. That's just it.
That was a nice full counter there by Kelvin Davis.
See, now Kelvin got him exactly where he wanted him. Now he get him.
There's a counter
I
left.
was just about to say it. I was just saying the left uppercut. Let him go. Let him run into it. Now he's getting anxious. Now he's coming forward. That game plan has changed finally. Set him up for the uppercut.
Segundos, 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
Ole. All right, tonight it's all about DB3. Keyshawn Davis is tonight's headliner while he warms up. Key, we appreciate you putting on the headset to talk to us. Keon did his thing in his pro debut. Kelvin in the ring.
Yeah.
What's it like watching your brothers fight?
Oh man, this the big stage right here. You know, like it's a blessing just watching both of them fight. Keon set the tone. He done turned the crowd up. Kelvin out there cruising his way to a victory. At this point, we just wait on the stoppage. DB3, man.
10,568 fans, Keyshawn. What are you gonna do when it's your turn to come out tonight?
Oh, they already know what I'm gonna do. That's why 10,000 people out there waiting to see. You know, I go out there and put on performances. I go out there and put on shows. It's nothing to me. Boxing, fighting, it's a walk in the park. They're going to see. They get to witness tonight.
All right, thank you for joining us right now. We'll let you get back to your things, and we'll talk to you as the night progresses. Keyshawn Davis, Gustavo Lemos, tonight's main event. Number 3 ranked by the WBO, WBC, IBF. He is the businessman, Keyshawn Davis, your headliner in Norfolk, Virginia. For now, it's round 7 of a scheduled 8-round fight. He continues to jump rope and watch his older brother, Kelvin Davis, do his thing inside the ring. There's that jab from Kelvin.
He got the step back. Calvin, you see the step back. But there's an opportunity to counter right over the top of the jab. Now Solano coming forward now, getting more aggressive, starting to move his head and trying to find a way to get in the inside. It's about time. Took him long enough.
Well, now it's starting to work the body. But too little, too late.
Cabeza, stop!
Yeah, but see, that's where he should have been. I understand the
Cabeza,
strategy early on, but man, that's where he should have adjusted it and started to press on the gas if he wanted to win this fight. The fight's still not over, but I'm just saying.
In the 2 box, you see Gustavo Lemos, the number 6 ranked fighter by the IBF. And he came in severely overweight. And Tim, physically, he's a completely different fighter than we saw at the weigh-ins. He was already 6'4".
I know, 6 pounds. Exactly. You know, look, he's a 140. He's a 140 pounder. Think about it. 141. He got down to 141. His body wouldn't allow him to go any further down. He knew he couldn't make the weight to begin with before he even signed on the contract, but he did. Right? He couldn't pass on this opportunity. But it's a slap in the face again to boxing. And it's crazy because these fighters don't get punished for this. Like we say, you know, steroids and, you know, or PEDs or whatever, yeah, that's dangerous, but this is dangerous too. Yeah, 6 pounds over. And now you force Keyshawn to have to do something that he didn't intend or think he had to do. He has to take a fight with an overweight fighter and fight on an uneven playing field.
Absolutely. I think that's pretty well said there, Tim. But it's what fighters do, and you know, that's why his management team pushed so hard for stiffer penalties for Lemos, but Lemos doesn't care. He's going to take his paycheck home. He'll be all right, and he'll get another fight. Unfortunately, this is the second time he does it. He was 8 pounds overweight just 2 fights ago, so it's nothing new for Gustavo Lemos. He reminds me of Jose Luis Castillo because I used to call a lot of his early fights on Solo Boxeo, and I would tell Fernando Beltran, why don't you tell him a higher weight, a lower weight class so that he makes weight? Because if you told him 35, he was coming in at 39. If you told him 40, he was coming in at 44.
Right. Well, I had that experience with him. I was supposed to fight him in the title eliminator years ago, and he didn't make weight. And the same thing that Keyshawn is doing right now, I even said to the commission, I said, I don't care how much he weighed. I think he was 5 pounds overweight. And I said, I still want to fight him. And they said, absolutely not, Tim, I'm sorry. You're not fighting him.
And yet the WBC did right by you.
Yes, because I asked Suleiman at the time, senior rest in peace, I asked him, I said, please don't punish me for my work. Still honor me that #1 spot to be able to fight Junior Witter for the World Championship, the WBC World Championship. And he said, you have my word.
There you see Gustavo Lemos continue to be wrapped. And his father, the man who is finishing up the hand wraps, Pedro Alim, he was actually hospitalized Monday and Tuesday. He's a diabetic. He had an issue with a syringe in Argentina before coming to the United States last Friday. And he said caught some kind of infection, and that distracted Gustavo from making weight. But Tim, it's on the fighter to make weight.
They say, child, please, stop playing. It was always intended. He knew he couldn't make that weight. That's the reason why he was stuck at 141 pounds. And that's the reason why he didn't gain a whole hell of a lot after, you know, I think it was, what, 4 pounds, if that?
3.2 pounds.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we just saw Keyshawn Davis, and he's going to get heat because people are saying, well, why were you trying to weight drain him? And Keyshawn told us, look, we asked his team, is 35 okay for you? He says, yes, that's my favorite weight. I can make it. He says, I didn't try to weight drain him. If not, if I knew this was going to happen, I would have gone after another fighter.
Absolutely.
So it's not on Keyshawn, it's on Gustavo Lemos. It's not one of those situations where he was trying to get an advantage and weight drain him. Lemos and his team said, that's our natural weight. We're happy to go down to 35. Turned out, it's not.
It's not. Now he got to fight a junior middleweight tonight.
Last round for Kelvin Davis to try to turn it up on Vесь Solano. It hasn't been for lack of trying, Tim. It's just he doesn't have a fighter willing to engage across the way, but his job is to figure it out.
He's figuring it out in there. I mean, he's having fun. He's relaxed. He's won every single round thus far. And now Solano now is choosing to get in the inside. But again, now you're starting to see Calvin starting to work those hands now. So he's trying. He's going for it. But also he's trying to be safe as well. I mean, he's trying to go home. Trying to go home on his feet, right? You don't want to get knocked out in front of thousands of people, especially at home. You got to be smart. When you're in there with a heavy-fisted fighter like that, you never want to give him a shot or give him a chance to land that shot. So you can say whatever you want to say, but Davis came to fight tonight. Solano didn't.
Yep. Not the first time we see a fighter not come to engage, but it's still on the other guy to try to make him fight.
No punch, no punch, no punch.
Easier said than done, though. I wish we could fast forward these last 45 seconds, man.
You and me both. But Davis got him exactly where he wanted him at. He wanted him coming forward, taking chances, but Davis got to be there to make him pay. I mean, when he go back and he look at this, that's what he gonna say to himself. He gonna say, man, I had a lot of opportunities to land shots, and I didn't pull the trigger at the right time. So, but I like what I saw from Davis tonight. I saw great patience from him tonight. Good gauge of distance as well. You know, he didn't get hit with anything silly. You know, good defense. Also, that's nice. That's nice. I like that.
That's the vibe you want to set for Keyshawn Davis tonight. Keon did it, and right at the end, Kelvin did his job and put the crowd on their feet by putting his opponent on his butt.
And just, again, countering at the right time. Catching his man. See how he stepped back on that back foot and springboarded and came forward with that left hand? That's what I'm talking about. Usually he would just exit and be comfortable just getting back to the center of the ring. But that time, he turned off the ropes, planted that back foot, and came in with a straight left hand and a swivel jab to create that knockdown right there. Beautiful work by him.
Keyshawn's reaction in the locker room, like, yeah.
That's great work right there.
Look at Bomag in the ring.
It's nice. I mean, it was a great finish. You see the crowd, they got all into it, man. This is what this moment's about. It's about creating memories, man. Memories. You want people to go back home and talk about this for weeks on out.
This is the mission. When you talk to Kelvin, when you talk to Keon, when you talk to Keyshawn, they said, I want everyone in this crowd to say, I was there when DB3 showed out.
And when they first started, right? Big stage, all three on the same card. You know how consistent this can be here in this town? It can be a tradition every single year.
This is the first time, Tim, we have 10,568 fans in the building. And they were here early, Tim. Third fight in, they were in their seats. We had over 7,000 in here for the third fight. That's unheard of.
They bringing boxing back to Virginia now. Sweet Pete Whitaker was here. They're bringing it back.
30 years ago,
30 years
this
ago.
building was the last time there was a world title fight. Mark Chinook has a decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds here inside Scope Arena, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Brian Costello has the bout 80-71. Dave Braslow and Paul Wallace both have it 79-72 for your winner by unanimous decision, Kelvin Night Davis.
It can only go one way, but Kelvin Davis did what he needed to do. He gave